This is one of the strongest men you'll ever see, and almost nobody knows who he is or what he even looks like.
The dude is absolutely peeled.
One of the most ridiculous specimen of man I've ever seen in my long years on YouTube fitness.
Tom Havland?
No.
Okay.
Who's that?
This guy's a real weirdo.
This is Tom Havland, also known as the Mountain Man. Most of you have probably never heard of Tom Havland, and if you did, you probably have very little knowledge about who he actually is. And that's nothing new considering the man has not shown his face to a camera in close to 5 years. He has a private Instagram profile and he barely uses any form of social media. And when he does, he usually posts about recent training records he's hit while wearing super baggy clothes with his face turned away from the camera, seemingly doing anything to avoid leaking his identity. But standing at 6'8" and weighing close to 400 pounds or 180 kilos, Tom is probably one of the biggest men on the planet in terms of overall muscle mass. And he literally eats and lives like a mountain man up somewhere in the Australian Highlands with a home gym and a massive ranch where he can do as he likes. Although he has recently lost a bit of weight, claiming to be around 350 pounds or 160 kilos, what's more impressive about Haviland is not just his incredible physique, but his unprecedented strength and how he's not only strong at compound lifts like the bench press and deadlift, but also on strongman lifts and exercises that have very high stamina and agility demands. And more recently, his barbell lifts have been going through the roof, like this video of him benching 300 kilos or 661 pounds with a relatively narrow grip and virtually no arch, which would make him honestly one of the top 10 benchers of all time. Or this video of him deadlifting over 1,000 pounds. I know for a fact that Tom used to be coached by a man called Bryant, the author of the Jailhouse Strongbook series, but I'm not sure if that's still the case. Anyhow, the videos you can find of Tom on YouTube on the Bryant channel are videos of him training with very low resolution from about 2014 to 2017, but you can also find videos of him doing voiceovers and explaining his current programming, nutrition, and recovery while showcasing his incredible physique. Although in more recent videos, though Tom usually always wears a jacket and pants, you can still tell the man is incredibly jacked. Now, it's tough to figure out what exactly Tom's training looks like because he rarely posts anything regarding complete updates on his periodization, training focus, volume, etc. But he seems to mostly train strongman style, such as heavy carries, atlas stones, log lifts, all that good stuff, and he recently put on 50 pounds to his max bench press since August. He's basically what Kyriakos Grizzly would be like if he wasn't bloated 24/7. But despite his massive size, Tom is surprisingly nimble and has a great vertical jump amongst other feats. And to give you guys some backstory, supposedly Tom used to be a special forces agent in his home country of Australia. Hi, back guy from the future here. Apparently, just a couple of days ago, Tom Havland just confirmed that he was actually never in the Special Forces for Australia, although that is uncertain because I believe you're not actually allowed to talk about it, but still, yeah, apparently he wasn't, so, It's not too easy to find good information on this man, however, so I'll just leave it at that. But he certainly feels like a character taken straight out of one of those old myth and legends about incredible strength feats where lone men would live out their days in like a log cabin just doing physical labor. And if this man wasn't impressive enough already, Tom is also rumored to perform a daily 90-minute cardio walking session every morning while carrying 90 pounds in a backpack, which is pretty crazy considering how heavy the man already is. And this behemoth has also competed in powerlifting earlier in his strength training career, although I believe his last meet was held actually by his coach Bryant in 2016, where Tom only participated in the bench press and deadlift. But of course he has only gotten much stronger since then and would probably crush those numbers if he were to compete today, with his only quote-unquote uncertain lift being the squat, which I could not find any decent footage of him getting anywhere close to a max out. However, in one of his more recent posts, Tom actually performed a staggering 750-pound searcher squat, and it looks like he's only getting stronger on a day-to-day basis. Although Tom hasn't competed in powerlifting since 2016, most of his fanbase live in hope that one day he'll step down from the mountainside and place his lifts firmly in the record books, and if he keeps up the current pace of his progress, he might be the 9th ever man to bench over 700 pounds. Although some people on the internet like to claim that Tom actually uses fake weights in most of his lifts because of the ridiculous speeds he lifts with, and there's actually no way to confirm that any of the lifts he performs are real because he only ever trains at home. But based on his former numbers in actual competition and the fact that he's significantly stronger now than he ever was, and that he literally only trains, eats and sleeps to become the strongest possible person, I definitely believe that Tom Havland would not fake the weights, and if he did, he probably would post much more often and be much more media hungry than he is right now. But maybe one day we'll see him come out of his shell and end up smoking weed with Rogan.
Tom Havland?
No.
Okay.
Who's that?
This guy's a real weirdo. He's a freak that lives in Australia, and he does these insane workouts, and he puts them on Instagram. Go to his Instagram.
I honestly can't wait to see more of this guy and what he has in store with his incredible strength journey. And if you guys want to see more videos like this one, feel free to comment down below and what incredible athletes I should cover next, and whether or not you actually think Tom Havland should be coming down from the mountains and dominate this strength sport anytime soon. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you all next time.